Ja. Aber dann, heute gibt es Genshin. Doch, Genshin. Ja. Kann man jetzt auch nicht ändern. Ist nun mal so. Und damit leben wir jetzt. Jetzt gucke ich erstmal dann. Ja. Ja, ich sag mal, das auf jeden Fall. Rein theoretisch ist sonntags ja immer angeplant. Nur, wie gesagt, ich wollte jetzt einfach nicht, dass man quasi eine ganze Woche auf Little Nightmares warten muss, wenn jetzt wahrscheinlich das, was mir gefehlt hat, gar nicht mehr so viel gewesen wäre. Also so, dass ich es vielleicht sogar heute hätte durchgezockt, aber ja. Dann gibt es das halt doch nächste Woche. Ist auch nicht so schlimm. Dann machen wir heute die Daily Quests. Dann gucken wir mal. Ich habe ja hier noch die Legendenaufträge. Da kann man sich ja ranmachen. Ja, also es gibt auf jeden Fall auch bei Genshin Impact genug zu tun. Jedes Mal. Und von daher. Ich sag mal. Ich zock das auch sehr gerne. Aber ich hoffe, ihr hattet sonst soweit schon mal ein schönes Wochenende. Habt es in Ruhe genossen oder in Action und Abenteuern oder mit Gaming. Gaming ist auch immer gut. Sprich mit Arthur. Hallo Arthur. Ja, bitteschön. Ich habe dich gern gerettet. Geh zur fragwürdigen Stelle. Wo ist sie denn? Oh, da hinten. Holla. Da war ich jetzt auch noch nie. Ich musste sowieso bisher noch die Schleime da an der Stelle angreifen. Den kleinen Boy, den kenne ich auch irgendwie nicht. Sei nicht so frech zu mir. Ich bin eine gehobenere Dame. So. Guten Tag, ihr zwei. Dann fliegen wir jetzt zur fragwürdigen Stelle. Ach, ich brauche einen Luftcharakter. Hier war ich erst vor kurzem. Also. Ja, ich glaube, ich weiß sogar, was du bestellt hast. Ich glaube sogar, ich weiß, was du bestellt hast. Ja, aber das ist immer gut. Bestellen ist immer gut.
My experiment will succeed.
Ja. Hey. Ist sie immer noch da? Phew. Hey.
No touching.
machen wir es jetzt so.
Speed of light. Don't blink.
Okay. Also das muss ich wirklich sagen, diese Aufgabe hatte ich bisher noch nie. Pfiuh. Ich weiß, dass hier oben dann so ein Ding zum Aufsammeln war. Warte mal. Einmal das nehmen wir mal an. Und dann teleportieren wir uns dahin. Und dann gucken wir mal, dass wir die zweite Aufgabe weitermachen. Aber dafür nehme ich erstmal sie wieder raus. Holla, das wird was werden. Die würde instant sterben, wenn ich zu ihr wechseln würde. Ein kleiner Schritt für ein Hillichirl.
Born of ice and frost.
Hey, lass mich in Ruhe. Hey.
Rain outlines your fate. Don't blink. Let's light it up. Rain cutter, body and mind. Let's light it up.
Das wollte ich nicht sagen, das wollte ich eigentlich.
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
Ich hasse die mit dem Schild, die sind immer echt nervig. Die sind immer einfacher.
Born of ice and frost. Rain outlines your fate. We're way behind schedule. Rain outlines your fate. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. Why do they never miss?
Hey. Dankeschön. So. Dankeschön. Das hat jetzt aber auch lang gedauert. Ich merke schon einen Unterschied von dem Stufenaufstieg. Ist natürlich besser, dann ist es ein bisschen herausfordernder, als wenn man die ganze Zeit, ach ja, 2 Schläge und fertig sind die Gegner. Das kann ja auch irgendwann mal schon richtig langweilig werden. So.
Born of ice and frost. I'm going in. Speed of light with sword from shadow. Let's light it up. Got lucky that time. outlines your fate. Speed of light. Hey!
Holla. Okay, das war jetzt echt heftig. Ich habe gar nicht mehr gewusst, wen ich angreife. Ich habe einfach irgendwann nur noch angegriffen. So, dann heilen wir uns mal wieder, bis wir zur letzten Daily Quest kommen. Und dann schauen wir mal wirklich, was so der Legendenauftrag uns noch zu bieten hat. Das hier geht nur noch bis heute. Könnte ich quasi hier die Bewohner bitten und so noch machen, aber irgendwie habe ich mehr Interesse am Legendenauftrag. Das ist so ein bisschen mit Story, ist so was Schönes, Gemütliches. Das ist schon nicht schlecht. Was? Vernichte alle Monster. Das vernichte alle Monster, nimm die Wachtürme auseinander.
Access denied. Next on the agenda.
Dankeschön. Hey.
Speed of light. Don't blink. Hey. Speed of light.
So. Irgendein kleineres Ereignis war das jetzt anscheinend. Aber was Gutes dafür bekommen, also von daher. Dann gehen wir jetzt nach oben. Und vernichten das Auge des Sturms. Ich habe schon irgendwie jetzt gerade gehofft, es wäre eine Blume.
Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. No touching.
So, fertig. Also das Ding geht zum Glück immer einigermaßen schnell. Freundschafts-EP. Wie groß ist denn unser Freundschaftslevel mittlerweile? Oh, mittlerweile fast bei 4. Die anderen sind schon etwas weiter. Nee, dann gucken wir uns einfach mal ein paar Legendenaufträge an. Und zwar... Ach ja, können wir quasi 4 Stück machen. Aber die dauern halt immer dementsprechend. Vielleicht kriegen wir 2 Stück hin. Wir nehmen uns auf jeden Fall erstmal... Ich glaube, das geht dann immer so nach der Reihe. Ich würde sagen, wir nehmen uns jetzt einfach erstmal Zhongli vor. Und dann sehen wir weiter. Ich weiß natürlich nicht, was welcher ist. Welches Symbol hat Zhongli? Das hier mit dem... Also das ist Zhongli. Da gehen wir hin. Wir sollen zum Perlenboot gehen. Wie komme ich denn da am besten hin? Von dort wahrscheinlich dahin schwimmen oder so. Holla. Im ersten Augenblick, wenn irgendwas mitten auf dem Meer ist, ist es erstmal so. Huff. Okay, wo ist der Teleporter? Bloß keinen Meter zu weit gehen. Ich frage mich gerade echt, wie ich da am besten hinkomme. Vor allem, weil ich auch noch da hochklettern muss. Ach, guck mal, hier ist noch eine Kiste. Okay. Phew. Aber müsste eigentlich gehen. Wenn ich jetzt langsam einfach schwimme. Einfach schwimmen, schwimmen, schwimmen. Hier hätte natürlich, auf der Minimap sieht man oben, dass rechts ja Berge waren. Und da hätte die wahrscheinlich auch dahin fliegen können. Aber ich glaube, es müsste auch so gehen. Ich glaube schon. Es wird auf jeden Fall schon knapp. Oh, anscheinend ist ja auch... Ach, da oben. Ja, sehe ich. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. So. Jetzt hochklettern. Und da drauf stehen bleiben. Ha, Gott sei Dank. Huh.
Don't blink. Hey!
Guten Tag. Ja, ich bin anscheinend auch eingeladen worden, mit Bord zu kommen. Moshi, Moshi, Monika. Ja, das war schon ziemlich knapp, ne? Ich war gerade auch so ein bisschen, gleich gehe ich aber tauchen. Ungewollt tauchen. Ich dachte, es kommt jetzt eine schöne Story. Oder ich sammle erst das Ding da über mir ein. Ach.
Oh, I didn't think I would see you here.
Oh, Zhongli,
Are
ja.
these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around.
Ja, und das von einem Adept, obwohl, doch, Adept, ne? Und das von einem Adepten zu hören,
Traveler.
nicht schlecht.
We were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
Ach ja, warum nicht?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views.
Keiner weiß es besser als
We are
er.
discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
Okay.
First Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
Okay.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that
Gott,
this coin's
Tastatur!
unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token.
Die Tastatur bringt mich um.
For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing.
Okay.
Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement.
Die Tastatur hat, das ist eine von Razer und die hat halt so ein Rad für Lautstärke. Aber irgendwie ist das Rad nicht mehr so in Ordnung und man kann halt darüber die Lautstärke regulieren und ja, ohne dass ich irgendwas mache, kann es dann auch mal sein, dass das Rad selbst die Lautstärke einstellt. In den meisten Fällen ist es weniger vorgekommen. Jetzt hat es halt voll Kanne die Lautstärke aufgedreht. Also, ja, die Technik.
The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
Okay.
I can't say I agree.
Ja, gerade du musst es wissen.
Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value.
Ja. Geld ist immer gut für einen Vertrag.
Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin
Yeah.
created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
Ist der fucking Herrscher.
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough. Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
Keiner weiß es besser
I
als
know
er.
but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
Oh,
Es ist, als erzähltest du die Geschichte von jemand anderem.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Würde ich jetzt auch sagen.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Ja, ja,
Oh,
bestimmt.
it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Du meinst mich?
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Was meinst du jetzt genau? Was soll ich auf automatisch machen? Die Musik soll ich auf automatisch machen? Oder, Ach so! Jetzt kapiere ich den Text auf automatisch. Das meinst du, ja. Ja, ich sag mal, das ist, erwischt.
That's another one gone.
Ich habe gerade noch einen anderen Hinweis nebenbei bekommen, deswegen, ja, ich war gerade was anderes nebenbei am Machen. Ja, meist mit dem Text automatisch das fällt mir immer manchmal schwer, weil, manchmal finde ich, also springt das sehr schnell weg und dann kommt man nicht so gut hinterher mit dem Lesen. Und deswegen, ja, mache ich das manchmal immer gern selbst.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the
Das
Lord
kann man
of
rein
Geo
theoretisch
and would draw a
machen.
lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. But she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
Sieht etwas verlegen aus, Zhongli.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Am Anfang?
Mr. Zhongli, I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Die Fatui?
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all,
Genau.
I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
Neznaya.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you
Okay.
mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes?
Ich denke, es ist das Beste. Vorsicht. Was sollen wir
Well,
tun?
since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
Warum?
This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh?
Ach
What
komm,
talent?
mach mal schon eine
If
Tour.
my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite
nein.
enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Okay. Dann gehen wir jetzt zu den Gunjun-Türmen. Und da schauen wir jetzt weiter.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Mach bestimmt.
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Gott, er ist so aggressiv.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the Overlord of the Vortex. After
Yeah.
many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
Ah, okay.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size.
Boah.
But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Ja.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich.
Ja.
I mean,
Anscheinend.
rich with archaeological knowledge and
Natürlich.
historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life.
Würde ich jetzt auch sagen.
Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then, I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Me?
Ja.
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here.
Okay. Der hat schon einen richtigen
The ancient
Diktierton.
god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Sie nur nicht einfrieren.
Born of ice and frost.
Voll daneben geschossen.
Next on the agenda.
Heute ist die Technik mein bester Freund. Wo ist er denn? Ach, da.
Born of ice and frost.
So.
Born of ice and frost.
Er bringt sich ja was selbst um. Du gehst mir auch irgendwie auf den Senkel, Kleiner.
No touching. No, my sword. Born of ice and frost. Born of ice and frost.
Dankeschön.
We're way behind schedule.
Also wenn die...
Guyon's Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Oh nein, bitte nicht die... Okay.
Access denied.
Wo kommst du denn her, Junge? Könnt ihr mich auch mal einfach in Ruhe lassen? Danke.
Born of ice and frost. No touching. Let's light it up. Speed of light.
Nee, das wollte ich nicht. Das wollte ich nicht, das wollte ich.
Don't blink. Don't blink. Incoming. Incoming.
Es... Sorry, einen kurzen Augenblick. Ich habe gerade den Chat nicht mitgekriegt. So, warte mal kurz. Erstmal Moshi Moshi, Justic Cyril. Wie alt ich bin? Ich bin knackige 25. Was? Du kommst aus dem Koks-Labyrinth? Was? Ich weiß nicht, was das heißen soll. Sorry, ich weiß leider wirklich nicht, was das heißen soll.
Born of ice and frost.
Ey,
Born of ice and frost. Speed of light. Speed of light.
na, komm her.
Speed of light.
Holla. Verstehe jetzt nicht so ganz. Okay, da anscheinend lang. Ach, da.
No, my sword.
Jetzt erstmal wieder Stück für Stück Leben wieder gewinnen. Also ich sag mal, keine Ahnung. Danke für die Idee, Kinana, ich weiß nicht.
Him here. But why?
Was ist das
See
denn?
that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the
Nein, das wollte ich
Hydra
nicht.
monsters,
Meine Güte, lass mich doch mal irgendwas drücken, was ich drücken will.
I must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Alter.
Speed of light.
Noch mehr Gegner am Anmarsch.
Nowhere to hide. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Access
Oh mein
denied.
Gott.
Access denied. For Rex Lapis. Born of ice and frost.
It's just a stone slab,
Oh.
but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Ja, wir gehen gleich sofort zurück, Latte. Holla, das waren jetzt sehr viele Gegner auf einmal, mit denen ich nicht gerechnet habe. So. Erstmal wieder Leben herstellen. Triff dich mit der anderen Gruppe. Da sind die. Dahinter verstecken sie sich.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
Oh je, oh
We
je.
all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing. What in the world happened?
Oh je, oh je.
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, I mean, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
Man sollte keine fehlenden Grundkenntnisse in seinem Feld haben.
And you! You kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Der will nur Kohle für alles haben.
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time.
Okay.
The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me.
What the...
At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs.
Ja.
But you? You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Ja.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear. If I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Nein, du versuchst durch Archäologie reich zu werden.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
Tja,
See? You do want to sell these objects.
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the god of salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
wir müssen immer noch mit ihm was zusammen machen. Das ist ja nervig. Naja. Er hat uns bezahlt, wir machen unseren Job, fertig ist. Oh, guten Tag. Ich habe ich ja jetzt voll übersehen.
Next on the
Dankeschön.
agenda.
Ja. Danke. Oh, das ist nicht so toll.
Next on the agenda.
Everybody stand! Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Rain cutter! I let my guard down. Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue. Hey! Born of ice and speed of light. No, my sword. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
Das war jetzt laut. Warum ist das denn schon wieder so laut hier? Oh, eigentlich unverändert, aber okay. Was gibt es heute bei euch zu essen? Ihr macht mich hier immer hungrig. Bei uns gibt es heute eigentlich eine Gemüsepfanne. Mit ein bisschen Zucchini, Möhren, Paprika, Reis. Also eigentlich was relativ Gesundes. Nicht so wie die letzten Tage. Ich weiß nicht, ob dich das dann so hungrig macht, wenn du sowas hörst.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
Das kannst du nicht bestellen. Nee,
About that,
das
I
leider
know
nicht.
there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Salterai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal.
Jetzt muss ich das
I found a
besprechen.
mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of salt.
Gibt es eine Verbindung zum Volk der Göttin des
I don't
Salzes?
know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You
Ja.
weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
Natürlich weiß er ein bisschen darüber.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
Okay. Ach, warte mal, ich kann ja mal wieder was zu futtern geben. Was ist das hier? Okay, wo ist die erste Vorrichtung?
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According
Suchen
to the
einem
inscription on the
Ort, von
side,
dem aus man
if
das
one
Bild,
looks from a
das von
certain
den
angle,
Reliquien
the
gebildet
secret to
wird,
the mechanism will be revealed.
sehen kann. Ach so, das meinst du. Ist das denn schon alles?
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Ihr zwei seid echt merkwürdig.
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Remember, I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this?
Ja, dann kannst du ja das essen.
When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War.
Nee, das gibt's nicht.
Tianhong
Es
in the
gibt was
south,
Gesundes.
Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
Also erst Süden, Osten, Westen,
To the
Norden.
north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War, this benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury. And that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How
Okay.
sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianhong in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Ah. Ja, also Jianghang im Süden, Zhongwang im Osten, Jiuyin im Westen, Xingse im Norden. Gibt es keine Oase der Zuflucht? Sorry. Hab wir an den gedacht, ich hätte den falschen Charakter?
Access denied.
Oh, der arme Kleine.
No touching.
Okay. Ihr seid echt 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Erstmal hole ich mir gerade mal die Kiste. Aber nach welcher Reihenfolge? Soll ich denn jetzt gehen? Also das, was hier steht, das sind ja auch Sachen, die man einsammeln kann. Tianheng. fotografiere das jetzt einfach mal ab. Während ihr ein schönes, erheiterndes Gespräch im Chat habt, ey. Versuche ich jetzt das Rätsel zu lösen. Falsch. Also. Warte mal, was ist das denn? Juyen im Westen. Qingqu im Norden. Oh mein Gott. Tianheng im Süden. Juan im Westen. Was Jingse? Da, genau. Das im Norden. Und was Wangan im Westen. Gott. Ich kapiere es nicht. Das ist doch gar nicht im Westen. Ich mache einfach nie ohne Seife waschen. Das ist Norden. Norden. Ich mache erstmal Norden, Süden, Osten, Westen. Noch. Oh.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north.
Ach so, also
The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Okay, okay, also erst wirklich Süden, Osten, Westen, Norden. So wollen die das, okay. Wir haben das von so Süden. Ja, danke. Osten. Okay, schaffe ich nicht. Dann geht es jetzt wirklich nach der Reihenfolge. Ja, ja, schon kapiert.
The seal really was broken. Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth, lost to time.
Ja, ich laufe ja schon. Ich beeile mich. Jetzt kann dieser eine Typ noch mehr Reichtümer bekommen.
Incoming. Hey!
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Oh je, oh je.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim.
Ja.
To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. this will just be between you all.
Ich würde auch keine nehmen.
Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily.
Wie nennt man einen Mann, der Banknoten aus dem Fenster wirft? Keine Ahnung. Mr. Holle? Keine Ahnung. Scheinwerfer. Ah!
I don't agree.
Tadam.
I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Well,
Tja.
then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition.
Ja.
You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the god of salt should be enough to make a fortune.
Oh je.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the god of salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement.
Jo.
Well then, let's go.
Dann los, ja. Krass, okay. Forsche die Höhle und betritt die Ruinen. Ja gut, erforschen wir mal. Ja, irgendwie schon, ne? Das muss ja nicht alles nur alt wirken. Ja, kommt her.
Let's light it up! Speed of light!
Ja, die ist ja voll das Echo, wirklich.
Speed of light! Let's light it up!
Okay. Jo. Hier ist nichts. Ich versuche gerade irgendwie Truhen noch zu entdecken. Warte mal, bevor ich da hingehe. Hier ist nämlich eine. Ja, ja, auch wieder war. Klar, ist ja Fantasy-Bereich. Ich sag mal, es gibt ja welche, die dann jetzt eher zukunftsmäßig oder wie Hexen aussehen, Zauberer, irgendwie so. Das Rätsel im Salz. Empfohlenes Element Geo. Kann ich das jetzt noch machen? Ja. Wen nehme ich denn raus? Dich nehme ich raus. Nehme ich sie? Nein, ich nehme...
Understood.
Du bist zwar nur 33, aber sollte gehen. Ach, ich bin ja er. Wenn ich er bin, warum habe ich denn dann überhaupt gewechselt?
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Oh, dankeschön. Ich kapiere nicht so recht, was machen diese... Greifen die ganze Zeit mit an, oder... Okay. Ja. Kletter hoch. Wenn du nicht hochklettern willst. Sie schon. Okay.
Look at this. It's filled halfway with salt.
It just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
Jetzt ist auch die Frage, wie man sieht. Ist er zur Hälfte leer oder zur Hälfte voll?
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Wer hätte gedacht, dass die Göttin des Salzes Salz erstellen kann?
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure.
Ja, das auf jeden Fall, dass ich daran hochklettern kann, aber ob die dann, weil die machen ja die ganze Zeit so eine Druckwelle auf dem Boden, ob die auch gleichzeitig noch angreifen?
Endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
Hey, how can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Ja.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Er kriegt also den Becher mit endlosem Salz und sie kriegt dann das nächste.
Crumble! Crumble! Order guide you. Crumble!
Ach nee, habe ich ja nicht mehr.
Rise!
Oh Mist, das ist glaube ich verkackt, oder? Ja.
Rise!
Das ist
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
nur ein einfaches Messgerät.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power.
Ja.
When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
Oh.
That's even better than the salt chalice.
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No,
Yeah.
unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick?
Du warst mit dem Vertrag einverstanden.
This girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy. Here we go again.
Während wir über unnütze Menschen
So you are
sprechen.
saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock.
Ja.
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya.
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Leg dich nicht mit einem Gott an.
Quake! Crumble!
Na, wo ist er denn jetzt? Da ist er.
Quake!
Access denied. Ha, incoming.
Ach, du nervst, Junge.
Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Speed of light. Don't blink.
Nein!
Born of ice and frost.
Ah,
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
ja.
Darn you! Just you wait.
Ja, renn du mal weg.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long.
Ich hoffe, du wirst nie so gierig wie er, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts.
Und
When
welche?
people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
Ja.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt.
Jupp.
You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry.
Okay.
Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Wenn ich darüber nachdenke, habe ich dich nie Rex Lapis sagen hören.
Oh, right. Now that you mention it, the people of Leah very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world.
Okay.
We hate him! But this is Morax's Leah after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart.
Sei nicht zu streng mit
We
Zhongli.
agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
Okay. Dringe weiter hervor. Ja, mache ich sofort. Jetzt muss ich einen Charakter wiederbeleben. Also man merkt auf jeden Fall den Schwierigkeitsgrad. So.
Incoming.
Obwohl, nee, warte mal.
Speed of light. Hey!
Dafür braucht man ihn ja. Eine einfache Truhe. Okay. Dass ich auch sie mal benutze.
Crumble! I will have order! Quake!
Ich sehe nichts mehr. Ich sehe nichts mehr.
Rise!
So.
Blaze
So.
over. Don't blink. Hey! Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey!
Oh. Moshi Moshi, Sabrina. Schön, dass du eingeschaltet hast.
Incoming. Hey!
Na, wir sind wieder in Genshin Impact und suchen jetzt weiter mit den Legendenauftragen von Zhongli nach der Vergangenheit von ihm.
A sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The
Ja,
power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
ja.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
Ah,
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Uh-oh.
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her.
Du kannst kein Mädchen schlagen. Doch.
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Oh, er erzählt die Wahrheit.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the seven.
Okay.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Oh mein Gott.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Ja.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax. Don't try to trick me.
Ja. Er ist Morax, das ist das Problem.
Hey, come back.
Was du sagtest, es war die Wahrheit.
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken.
Oh je.
Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Oh. Oh je. Eine Kiste, schade. Oh, das ist keine so tolle Story.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
Ah, da ist sie ja. Vanyan.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward.
Oh je, sie wird nicht
That
darüber
which
glücklich
lies
sein.
beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Sie wird nicht darüber glücklich sein. Der Ursprungsort, was hier einst auch war. Jetzt gibt es hier noch Salz. Ja, Vanyan.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased.
Oh yeah.
But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Glaube ist schwierig.
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now.
Du scheinst nur allzu vertraut zu sein damit, was mit der Göttin des Salzes geschehen ist. Du hast nicht einfach nur Gerüchte darüber gehört, wie das Siegel zu brechen ist, oder?
Indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well.
Okay.
Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also.
Das Volk von Liyue wird es eines Tages verstehen.
All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyonstone Forest?
Ja, warum nicht?
What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Ja. Krass. Ich schon irgendwie wach. Holla. Ja. Das war mal eine Geschichte. Es geht hier quasi noch weiter. Ich glaube, es ist nicht so einfach, ein Gott zu sein.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, ich muss ganz nach oben klettern. Ich hasse es zu klettern. Okay. So, und jetzt nach links. Und dann geht's weiter rauf. Nein, nein, warte. Schön nach da. So. Wieso muss ja oben auf der obersten Spitze natürlich sein? Meine Güte. Sehr schwieriger Ort für ein ernstes Gespräch.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest.
Ja.
The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming.
Also was sollen wir deiner Ansicht nach machen?
I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Ja.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
Deswegen sollten wir also mitkommen.
Sounds like tough work.
Oh, Paimon.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Ja. Ja. Das war die Story von Zhongli. Hat man wieder erfahren, dass er... Oh.
I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
Die Göttin des Salzes tut mir ein wenig leid.
We did not measure right and wrong during the days of the Archon War in the same manner as we do today. Of course, as I am now, I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time.
Ja.
I will remain here for a while.
Wenn diese
I fear
Reliquien
that
nicht die
moments
Macht...
of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
Wenn diese Reliquien nicht die Macht von Weil wachsen
Though
lassen?
the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler do have power in their own right, they are nothing before Osial. If a day comes when he should recover his strength and return, I believe that even so, he will be defeated once more.
Okay.
I will
Das war das
remain
letzte
here
noch?
for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like
Ja.
this can only grow fewer.
Was wirst du nun
That
tun?
is a good question. In the past, I might have given you a most specific answer. But now... Yes. I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Leo's past?
Ach ja. Da bin ich gern dabei. War das Schiff schon immer hier? Ja, das war die Geschichte von Zhongli. Ging doch etwas länger, als ich erwartet hatte. Okay, eigentlich war es ja mehr die Geschichte von der Göttin des Salzes als von Zhongli. Das sind hier Menschen. Hier ist eine goldene Truhe. Oh. Du hast das Schiff erreicht? Was? Welches Schiff? Was? Ich schaue mich nur um. Ich habe mich nur gewundert, warum hier ein Schiff war. Ja, ich werde mich für meine Vergehen verantworten müssen. Was? Ich habe jetzt keine Lust, das durchzulesen. Ich habe einfach nur gesehen, dass hier Kisten waren. Ich werde jetzt mit niemandem reden, weil der Stream ist gleich auch vorbei. Ich wollte nur die Kisten einsammeln, die hier noch sind. Weil es sind anscheinend sehr viele Kisten hier. Nein. Noch eine Kiste?
We're way behind schedule.
The weapons on this side are quite well maintained.
Our stock of herbs is
Okay.
running a bit low.
The waves are as calm as always.
Ist das jetzt ganz oben gewesen?
Speed of light. Hey!
Weil hier, man sieht ja auf dem Minimap, dass da... Doch, ist ganz oben gewesen. Ups. Das wollte ich jetzt nicht. Wie komme ich denn am besten da? Komme ich denn am besten darauf?
Speed of light.
Okay, das kriege ich schon mal nicht hin. Vielleicht von der anderen Seite. Ey, ich sehe nichts mehr. Oh je, oh je, oh je. Oh je, oh je, oh je. Natürlich, ja. Genau. Das wollte ich auch. Dankeschön. Alter, wie komme ich denn da am besten hoch? Je. Wahrscheinlich bin ich das da. Es ist eine Ding und von dort aus dann zum anderen. Okay. Schnell geht's nicht. Das ist jetzt unsere letzte Aufgabe für heute. Mein Gott. Gott, wir. Oh. Gott sei Dank. Ja. Komm, hoch mit dir. Oh nein, jetzt sag mir nicht, das klappt nicht, doch. Das hätte mich jetzt umgebracht, ey. Ganzen Blödsinn nochmal machen. Oh. So, jetzt sind wir hier oben. Und damit, Leute, wünsche ich euch noch einen schönen Abend. Ja, das war heute mal ein etwas anders geplanter Stream. Nachdem, ja, das mit dem eigentlich geplanten Spiel ja nicht so gut funktioniert hat. Ja, kam dann so ein bisschen was anderes auf uns zu. Aber es ist doch auch ganz schön mit Genshin. Gibt es auch ganz schöne Storys, also zumindest Legendenaufträge. Und ja, ist auf jeden Fall immer wieder ganz interessant auch reinzuschauen. Ich bedanke mich bei allen, die dabei waren. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet trotz spontaner Änderung Spaß dabei. Und ja, ich wünsche euch dann noch einen schönen Sonntag. Genießt den Rest des Abends, bis es dann nächste Woche wieder losgeht. Ich bereite dann soweit Little Nightmares 2 vor, dass ich wieder an derselben Stelle bin. Und ja, ich sag sonst bis dahin, bis Dani, eure Wanni.